Hello my beautiful and lovely people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordan and today we are sitting down to chit chat all about my upcoming Walt Disney World trip plans. I am super excited about this trip. It's been long awaited and I can't wait to share all of my details with you guys. If you are new around here, I am a Disney girly. Today we are a pink Disney girly and I love filming all types of Disney content, Disney pack and prep with me's, Disney vlogs, and I've even started to sprinkle a little bit of everyday life vlogs in between. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, definitely think about sticking around the channel, hitting that subscribe button and post notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I would love to have you around here. Alrighty, so let's jump into this video because I can talk forever. Let's chat a little bit about the planning process, when it started, how it went. So a few months ago, I was like, I want to go to Disney for my birthday. Oh, yeah, I didn't even tell you guys that. This trip is like my birthday trip. I turned 26 while I'm there. So I wanted to go to Disney for my birthday. I wanted to be my favorite place, and I wanted to be there with the person that I love. So I'm really excited about that. And we decided just a few months ago, we booked our rooms through DVC. We booked the last rooms available. So we have a split stay at Saratoga Springs and at Saratoga Springs. So we're staying at the same place the entire time, just have to switch rooms because we have a deluxe studio standard and then we have a deluxe studio preferred. We did that a few months ago and that was the first step. After booking our hotel room, we didn't really do anything up until the 60-day mark. At the 60-day mark, you can do all of your dining reservations, any enchanting extras, if I'm correct, and then I also kind of started to do all of my park reservations. So 60 days out, I woke up and had a game plan of all the different restaurants that we wanted to go to while we were there. I knew I wanted to do something a little fancier, a little special for my birthday. I also knew I wanted to do an enchanting extra for my birthday, which we'll chat about a little bit later. I tried to remain flexible when booking these things in terms of what day I was able to get what reservation. I think that you need to have a little bit of flexibility if you are trying to get high priority reservations. 9 times out of 10, everything works out. I've gotten reservations for hard to get restaurants while I'm still there, like while I'm at Disney World or a week before. As long as you're not a group of like 10, you know, it's usually, you can find a way. Don't quote me on that because maybe you can't, but I have had pretty decent luck, knock on wood. Okay, I also went to look to book my enchanting extra and they did not have it available for when I wanted it and I was really upset. So that kind of stunk, but again, not a big deal because around the 30-day mark, we decided to look again and it came back online, so we were able to book the enchanting extra. And once I booked the enchanted extra, I booked all of our park reservations. Tom and I are annual pass holders, so even though we're staying on property, which is kind of weird, we still have to reserve what park we're going to. So I had my dining reservations, I had the enchanting extra, so I knew which day I was doing that, and the last thing to do was book the park reservations. Now, that was kind of the big 3 that you can kind of do farther out. Now we are up to the 7-day mark, and at the 7-day mark, you can make your lightning lanes. I knew for this trip, I definitely wanted to make lightning lanes. I wasn't going to do it for every day, but I wanted to make sure that Tom and I had enough time to do everything that we wanted. I also wanted to be a little bit more leisurely and not have to sprint and run, and also every time I try to get to the park for extra early entry, Tom just decides not to get up. But yeah, so I booked lightning lanes. I tried to film it. Maybe I'll insert a little clip, but I was getting so frustrated. It took me about a half hour to do. I've said this before, but if you guys want a review of the system and how all of that works, I'm happy to do that for you. Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know in the comments below your opinion on this new like mega lightning lane pass that they're charging like $150 per person per day once you're staying at a deluxe resort. Wild. Don't even have words to say because things are getting out of hand. So After I booked my lightning lanes, I started to look at the weather and I started to think about my packing list and also any groceries I wanted to order. So that's kind of where we are today. We are a couple days before we leave, and that is where I have left off in my process. Now, I have started to use Notion for planning this trip, which I've never done before. I have mixed feelings about Notion. It is not intuitive. Like, it's definitely not intuitive. I don't understand, but I do like the way that it looks. So we're giving it a shot. I'm going to turn around so that I can kind of face my computer, and then I'll pop up on the screen. Maybe I'll do a screen recording of all of my plans and things that I've had organized so far. All right, so turning around wasn't going to work because the lighting was super bad, but I will pop up a little screen recording here of what my Notion looks like. I just have my Disney World packing list. This is copied from my spreadsheets. If you guys know, I love spreadsheets, and I usually use that for a packing list, but I transferred everything over from my last trip into here, and then I will update it. And then below that, I have all of my Disney World trip plans. And then after that, I have a spot for weather, which I'm going to add in. And then I'm thinking I'm going to add like some photo inspo and outfit inspo below as well. So that is the Notion, and we're gonna jump into the actual plans for the trip now. So we are there Saturday to Saturday, and this trip I'm actually going to be filming a travel day vlog. We normally leave late at night, but this time we are leaving earlier in the day, so it actually makes sense to film a travel day video for you guys. And we're planning on leaving around 12 o'clock for the airport and have time to check in, check our luggage, and maybe grab a snack or anything, a drink, before we get on the flight. Our flight is at 3 o'clock and lands a little bit before 6. After that, we're gonna run and grab our luggage and take an Uber over to our Hotwire hotel that we are staying at for the first night. We usually do this. I talk about this in pretty much all of my videos, that you really don't need to stay at a Disney World hotel for the first night if you don't want to. This is just a budget-friendly option and doesn't take any of our Disney points. So after we check in, we're planning to head over to Disney Springs. We have a dinner reservation at 7:15 for Morimoto, and that might be cutting it a little bit close. So I'm thinking I need to see if we can get a little bit later. But we love Morimoto. We don't spend a lot of time at Disney Springs, so I thought, why not? Let's go and enjoy ourselves, walk around, maybe shop a little bit after too. So that is a fun first day, travel day. Now our first full day, which is Sunday, we are going to be heading over to Epcot in the morning. I did do the multi-pass and individual pass for this day. So for multi-pass, we have Nemo at 9:25, then Spaceship Earth at 10:15. Afterwards, I have our Guardians individual. I tried to book things in a way that flowed around the park. It's a little bit annoying and tedious to do, which is why it took me like a half hour to book all of my lightning lanes, but it was well worth it. After that, we're planning on doing food and wine for lunch, and then we have our last individual lightning lane, which is Frozen. So as a reminder, once you use one lightning lane, you can book another, doesn't matter what tier. So we'll start booking things for at night, which we are going to be going to Hollywood Studios. We do not have a dinner reservation for this night. We normally do dinner reservations almost every night, but this trip we decided we didn't need one every night. So this day we're not doing one. The next day is a Monday. Monday is my birthday. I am super excited about it. So we are going to Animal Kingdom in the morning, and we are going to Animal Kingdom because we are doing the Wild Africa Trek, and I am so excited. I've always wanted to do this. This is the Enchanting Extra that I was talking about. We booked the 8:45 option. The reason why we didn't have it at first was because only the late time was available, and we really didn't want to do it later in the day. So when it became available at 8:45, we jumped on it, and I cannot wait. I am so excited. I love animals. This is like a little preview for the honeymoon that I want one day. After we do the Wild Africa Trek, you do get like a lunch kind of on it, so we're not planning on doing a lunch. But we do have a individual lightning lane for Flight of Passage to do before we exit the park. Afterwards, we can hang out at the pool. And, and then for dinner, we originally had booked California Grill. I haven't been in ages. Tom has never been. And we were actually really excited to get to go. And then the intention was to ride around the monorail afterwards and go to the Enchanted Rose and just kind of do little adulting things for my birthday and just enjoy a relaxing night, not in the park. But things did not turn out the way we planned because right before going, California Grill changed their menu and I did not like it at all and couldn't eat most of the things. So that has now been removed and replaced with Topolino's. So we're going to be going to Topolino's for dinner. It's still going to be super nice. I'm so excited. And then maybe we'll ride around the Skyliner after and go to different hotels, or maybe take it to the Epcot entrance and walk around the boardwalk, because if you guys didn't know, I love the cold brew martini and they have that at the Bellevue Lounge, which is at the boardwalk. So it's not a bad option. So that is the Monday, my birthday. Cannot wait. I'm going to be 26. So after that, Tuesday, our third full day, we are heading to Hollywood Studios in the park. We did Lightning Lanes for this day as well. So we start off with a 9:25 Mickey and Minnie, a 10:25 Tower of Terror, a 11:30 Toy Story, and that is really all we have planned for the morning. After that, we'll head to the pool, and then for dinner this night, we decided we were going to go to Wine Bar George. Another Disney Springs night, so unlike us, but this night we have a Magic Kingdom. I thought it was open till 11, but I think it's only open till 10, but that's okay. I actually have a second reservation as a backup that's a little bit earlier in case it's needed. And then after we do Wine Bar George, we're gonna head over to Magic Kingdom. That was something that I had to factor in, was what days were the Halloween party, so that I could make sure we weren't going on a night where we couldn't go. So this was one of the only nights that was an option. We'd just rather do things like the Wild Africa trek than do the party. It just doesn't have a lot of additional things to offer for us that we don't already do. And I've done it before. Maybe when we have kids, we'll do it again. But for now, I don't think that it's something that we want to spend our money on. And then we also did a Lightning Lane for Tron, and hopefully it'll be dark out by the time we ride it. So that is our Tuesday. Next day is Wednesday, our fourth full day. And in the morning, we are heading over to Epcot. We are big Epcot and Hollywood Studios people, so we definitely frequent there a lot more. So we're going to Epcot in the morning. We have a 9:10 Living with the Land, a 9:55 Figment, and then a 11:15 Guardians, similar to the Sunday. And then afterwards, we are doing Remy. So Remy is our last Lightning Lane of the day. Maybe we'll do a little food and wine again if we didn't have time to finish it, which we probably won't. We'll never finish it. It's forever. But just want to make sure that we're remembering to block out some time for that. And then afterwards, head to the pool like normal. And this night we have a reservation at Flying Fish. It's been a while. Well, I went in June, but it's been a while since Tom's been to Flying Fish. So I'm excited to go back with him and have another little date night. We're doing lots of date nights, so whatever. I mean, it's basically a whole week-long date. But we're going to go to Flying Fish, and then afterwards we're going to walk over to Hollywood Studios. And this night they do have extended evening hours, so that was kind of the reason why we planned to go there. But we can always leave and head over to Epcot instead if we want to. Kind of just go with the flow. I did want to note that on this new planning sheet, I realized I didn't put any times, but I feel like I have these times memorized in my head, which is kind of weird, but it's fine. I don't need it. I know. I'm going to look at, every single day I'm there, I look at the times anyway, because I swear things change. So always look at your app every single day. All right, now we are on to Thursday, and Thursday is our Magic Kingdom morning. For individual Lightning, for the multi-pass, we have a 9:15 Pirates, a 10:15 Buzz, and then an 11:15 Space Mountain. Nice to kind of group our Tomorrowland stuff in like the same hour, so I love that. Also, if you guys didn't know, you can second rope drop Magic Kingdom, which is probably what we will do. For early entry, Magic Kingdom only opens up Fantasyland and Tomorrowland, so at the next half hour, so when the park actually opens, that's when the rest of the park opens. So if you wanted to ride Big Thunder or something, which is probably what we'll do, we'll get into the park, maybe get a coffee or just not rush that morning, and then head straight to Big Thunder Mountain. So that's just a little tip. So after going to Magic Kingdom, we'll head back to the pool, and then this night we have a reservation at Viennapoli, so we're going into the park for dinner. Our reservation is early. I could only get a 4:40, but that's okay. Not a big deal. We have that, and then we didn't do any extra individual lightning lanes this day, but maybe that will change. We don't need it to. We can just kind of hang out and do whatever. Then on Friday, which is our last full day, our last park day of the trip, we are going to Hollywood Studios again in the morning. And this morning we have multi-pass. So we did a 9:15 Toy Story, a 10:15 Slinky, and then we have an 11:35 Rise of the Resistance. I caved and got it again. I can't fathom the fact that it's $25 per person to ride that ride, but it's my Disney birthday trip and I just want it to be magical. Sometimes that means not waiting in line, so I decided to do it. Then afterwards we have Tower of Terror at 12. So this day is stacked with rides. So excited about that. Afterwards we're gonna go to the pool, and then this night is kind of up in the air. I do have Animal Kingdom on here because they're actually open till 7. So if we want to go into a park, and we haven't really spent a lot of time at Animal Kingdom this trip because our Animal Kingdom morning, we're doing the Wild Africa trek, then we can, I guess, go to Animal Kingdom. And then I also booked a reservation at the Turf Club, which is the restaurant at Saratoga Springs. It can be a little hit or miss, but also I think people are way too harsh on it. And if you're there, might as well go check it out. I said to Tom, there's the little bar there as well. There's the pool table. So if we just feel like staying in for our last night, then why not go and hang out there? That is kind of the plan, not set in stone for that night, but is what it is. And then on Saturday, we leave for the airport to go home. So that is all of the stuff for the trip. That's everything that we're planning on doing. Like I said, I am really, really excited. I cannot wait to go. And Tom is super excited too. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I didn't share or did share. I think this video has been a little bit chaotic. I have so much to do before we leave because I need to update my packing list, and then I need to start packing because today is actually Thursday. I don't think I mentioned that. Today's Wednesday. Just kidding. Today is Wednesday and we leave Saturday. So I want to start packing Friday latest. Maybe even get some things together on Thursday. I did order some things. Oh, one last thing, I guess that's part of the planning process. Before we go, either on Thursday or Friday, I will look at Instacart to have groceries delivered. We always have cases of water delivered, a few snacks, things that we could eat for breakfast if we wanted to the room. It's really nice to have. If you need sunscreen or anything that's like full-sized, if you're bringing a carry-on, that's also a great time to order it and just kind of group it in. So I'm going to look through that, and that's really the last thing that I need to do other than pack. So this video was a little bit shorter than I intended. I am thinking, if you guys watch Mackenzie Borg, she just did a planning video and I really liked the way that it was laid out. She really took you through the days, starting 60 days out and then leading up to the trip versus me just sitting here reciting everything to you guys. So I think that would be fun. Let me know if that would be something that you're interested in versus just these kind of videos. I'm trying to get better. I feel like I've improved a lot over the past year or so, but there's always room for improvement and suggestions. I'd love to hear from you guys. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. Think about subscribing, and I will see you guys so soon in the next one where we are going to be packing and prepping for my trip. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed and love you. See you in the next one. Bye.